Michigan Speedway is the home of stop number 17 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. As we are here today for the running of the Miller Lite 400, as we're set for 30 laps of action on this 2-mile D-shaped double in our Shills of Michigan. So, had a pretty good first, as the first half of the season is about ready to draw to a close. Only got 2 races left in his first half of the year. That would be, of course, here, Sonoma and Daytona, actually, for the 400. That would be about the traditional midway point of the season. So anyway, with all this said here, let's get the start lineup for today's running of the event. On the pole at 183 miles an hour, it is car number 83. It is Emmanuel Hartnett. He's on the pole for today's event. And wins Kmart Oldsmobile. He won the Daytona 500 this season. He'll be alongside Dover winner Patrick Smith, the number 8 Miller American Buick. Row 2 has one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's event. That's Keith Batson, car 20, Texaco Haviland Ford. And he'll be alongside Joshua Osborne, car 25, the Folgers Chevrolet. He won the season at Martinsville. Batson was the winner at the All-Stars at Charlotte. Third row, we'll have 3-time winner of the season, Charles Sanford, number 30, the Country Time Pontiac, the winner at Las Vegas, Atlanta, and at Riverside. He'll be flanked by Jonathan Zorlin in car 88, the Gatorade Buick, who came up fresh off a second place run at Pocono. Fourth row will have Phil Parker, number 5, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet, and Trent Dunham in the Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Chevrolet, car number 1. Next row down, we'll have Cat Tellier, car 7, the Xerox Antifreeze Ford, who won the sister track to this at California earlier this season. She'll be flanked by the Rockingham winner Ryan Georgia Tide Chevrolet, car 17. Next row down, we'll have Joshua Collard, car 43, the STP Pontiac, and car 14, the Copenhagen Gilmore Oldsmobile of Tony Newman. He'll be alongside. Next row down, we'll have Johnny Gardner, car 35, the Folgers Decaf Chevrolet, and Ashlyn Boyd in the Copenhagen Chevrolet, car 55. He had a great run in the last race on the tour at Pocono. Next row down, we'll have Jason Haywood in car 15, the Motorcraft Ford, and car 26, the Quaker State Buick of Quentin Moore. He'll be alongside. Next row down, we'll have car 47, the Race Hill Farms Buick of Joshua Sakuli. He'll be flanked by the number 12 Budweiser Chevrolet, driven by, Ryan Kazee. Next row down, we'll have the other Junior Johnson car, number 11, the Budweiser Chevrolet of Zach Winkle. He'll be alongside Dylan Young, our second in-car camera car, in the Pepsi Kroger Chevrolet, car number 2. Next row down, we'll have Alexander Rowe in car 51, the Valvoline Oldsmobile, and the Kodak Film Oldsmobile, car number 4. William Brock flanks him alongside. Next row down, we'll have the Nelson Contracting Superior Piping Chevrolet, car 74 of Chelsea Bowles. Try to get all that out of one breath. And she'll be flanked by the Coca-Cola 600 winner, Zachary Fitzwater, in the number 33 Skull Bandit Buick. Next row down, we'll have Mike Becker in car 42, the STP Buick, who won at Talladega this season. And he'll be alongside the Darlington winner, Pekka Tellier, in car 21, the Warner Hodgson Ford. Next row down, we'll have Seth Cole in car 52, the Folgers Chevrolet. And he'll be alongside Max Anderson in car 75, the Valvoline Pontiac. Next row down, we'll have Kyle Langland in car 27, the Kodiak Pontiac, and he'll be alongside car number 16. It's Jordan Lopez in the Halpern Chevrolet. Next row down has Zed Weinstein. He's won here at Michigan quite a few times in the Rumpel Furniture AC Sparkbucks Pontiac, car number 70. He'll be alongside car 44. It is Paul Minnick at the wheel of the Piedmont Airlines Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have the point leader, Jessica Shelton, 4-time winner this season, who won this season at Texas, Bristol, Richmond, and at the last race on the tour at Pocono. She'll be alongside the number 6 Strolite Ford of Michael Whitman. Shelton, of course, in the Coors Melling Pontiac, Coors Melling Ford, car number 9. And here comes the command to fire the engines already here at Michigan.
Driver, start your engines!
So the commands begin to fire the engines as we get some racing here for 30 laps of action here. Cole Deaver, number 3, the GM Goodrich Chevrolet, is the inside of the next row down alongside Jesse Turner in the CTE Ford, car number 13. Next row down has the North Wilkesboro winner, Kyle Matthews in car 29, the Hardee's Oldsmobile, who will have our third in-car camera. He'll be alongside Cam Shearer, the Buckstone Oldsmobile car number 71. And the last row will have Ryan Winters in car 90, the Red Baron Frozen Pizza Ford, and Dylan Poteet in number 22, the Miller High Life Buick. So getting set for some great racing here at Michigan Speedway. He had a pretty good finish at Pocono, the last race on the tour. See if we can duplicate that here as Emmanuel Hartnett and Patrick Smith will lead him down. Excuse me. Green flag waves and we are underway here at Michigan. Out in front goes Emmanuel Hartnett. In the second position goes Keith Batson in car 20 Texaco Haviland Ford. As he dives to the inside, you're on board Keith Batson's car. He tries to go for the lead on Emmanuel Hartnett. Off the fourth corner they come. They're going to be side by side off the fourth corner. And it's going to be Batson going to the number one spot. He is looking racy here today. Motivated to want to win a winner race here this season. He's been close so many times this season, and he is going to... And now we got a problem in turns 1 and 2. It is, I see Johnny Gardner. There's Tony Newman. He has spun. And somehow Trent Dunham might have been involved, as well as Joshua Osborne in car 25. And damage to the number 35 Folgers decaf Chevrolet of Johnny Gardner, who had high hopes for this race at Michigan. As Keith Batson will lead back to the start-finish line. Joshua Collard will go to second position. And crossing the line third will be Jason Haywood in number 15. The boy Johnny Gardner's had some bad luck this season in that number 35 machine. He has not won a race in a long time in the series. In fact, he was the first ever winner of the Castrol GTX Cup Series back in season 1 at Daytona. And here comes, and let's see what happened here in turn number 1. They were almost 4 wide in turn number 1 between Gardner, Dunham, Winkle, and Bowles. And Gardner kind of drives Dunham up into the wall right there, and they see Newman and Osborne just had nowhere to go. They were trapped behind those two. Newman gives Gardner the bump, and so does Osborne. And now Jordan Lopez goes to the inside, number 16. He and Jesse Turner just missed a 25. And Gardner showing his displeasure to Tony Newman as he kind of nails him one more time. So that's the first caution flag of the day here at Michigan Speedway. Keith Batson is the leader of the race here as there it is. Pace car lights are off. So Gardner, the only car out of the race here, as we're about to get set for green flag racing on the 7th lap of this race. It is Keith Batson leading. Second is Joshua Collard. Third is Jason Haywood. Fourth place will be Joshua Sakuli. Fifth position will go to Chelsea Bowles. Here, Phil Parker goes 6th. 7th position will be Zach Winkle. Dylan Young up to the 8th position. He's having a argument in the field here. Pole sitter Emmanuel Hartnett is in 9th, and 10th position is Zachary Fitzwater. Charles Stanford 11th. 12th is Quentin Moore. 13th is Cat Tellier. 14th Patrick Smith. And 15th is Ryan George. And the rest of the top 20 for you will be Jonathan Zorlin, Mike Becker, Max Anderson, Ashlyn Boyd, Alexander Rowe and Ashlyn Boyd, It's the top 20 as the green flag waves. So on the 7th lap here, we'll restart here. And Joshua Collard gets a draft on the outside. He'll get the push from Jason Haywood. in 15, but Batson kind of saw that and throws the block. And now Joshua Sakuli's going to make a challenge for that number 2 position. He'll take it as they come off corner number 2. And look at Phil Parker to the inside, number 5. Parker unleashing the horsepower underneath the hood of that Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet as they come down to the 3rd and 4th turns now. He and Sakuli are side by side, the 5 and the 47. And now Zach Winkle goes underneath Chelsea Bowles, and now a line forms to the inside lane. Or heck with that. Here comes Emmanuel Hartnett and with the help from the 30 of Charles Sanford. And here they go into turn 1. They're going to be almost 4 wide again. 3 wide, 2 rows deep. As they come up in the 1st and 2nd turns now. Winkle got just a little bit loose there through the 1st and 2nd corners that are right there between Sakuli and Moore as they come down the backstretch. Now Hartnett goes to 2nd. Batson to the still keeps the number 1 position. And here comes Emmanuel Hartnett closing right in at 83. Wins Kmart Chevy, or Oldsmobile, excuse me. And here comes number 30, Charles Sanford to the inside. He'll take 3rd position away from Phil Parker. And whoa, Collard almost up alongside the 42 of Mike Becker as those two just about touched. That's what's like the ride. That's what's like the ride when you're about 3 wide there with Dylan Young. Off corner number 4, see how best he goes down the front stretch in the draft. 188, 190 miles an hour now at this point. 191, 192 miles an hour. 192 into turn number 1 goes Dylan Young. Young wins in 11th position right now, so he'll go inside of Ashland Boyd and Cat Tellier, and he'll unleash the horsepower of that Chevy to the inside lane of Boyd as they come off corner number 4. The STP cars right together here. Mike Becker and Joshua Collard, 42 and 43. One's a Pontiac and the other a Buick. And new leader, Emmanuel Hartnett, number 83. He'll take the number 1 spot from from Keith Batson. Boy, Emmanuel Hartnett showing some great horsepower on the hood of that Oldsmobile. Another one showing some horsepower. That's Quentin Moore. The Quaker State Buick, car number 26, has not had a good season so far yet. There, he had his best finish, I believe, came at North Wilkesboro when he finished 7th in that race. Driving the 1987 Morgan Shepherd car, he's driving right here. That's of course Morgan, of course Quentin's favorite driver. In the meantime, Joshua Collard goes to 3rd position now, number 43, the only British driver in the field. As they come down the backstretch here, Parker to 4th position, Fitzwater trying for 5th. Fitzwater who broke his long winless drought when he won the 600 at Charlotte this season. Now Patrick Smith, the Dover winner, to the inside lane. And where did Seth Cole come from? Number 52. He's now to the inside of Charles Everett, and don't look now, but here comes that number 9, Jessica Shelton, who has been the dominant car so far this season. 4 wins this season for the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. That's an 86 Thunderbird she's driving as they come down the backstretch, as they come off turn number 2 on the backstretch. And here comes Deaver and Becker side by side. They touched a little bit down the backstretch, and Dylan Poteet, who's now come from last position, starting position. There he is, number 22, the Miller High Life Buick. So he's clocked at this time Bison come out the 4th corner here. Poteet that time by clocked in the 11th position, and meanwhile, side by side racing for the lead here. That's Phil Parker and Quentin Moore. Moore had the lead that last time by the 26 car, but here comes Patrick Smith to the inside lane. They were almost 3 wide for the lead. Now they're about 3 wide for, it looks like, 5th spot between Hartnett, Fitzwater, and Seth Cole. And now Quentin Moore's going to get squeezed into this mix now in a 26 car. 26 and 33 side by side there. Moore and Fitzwater. And now Cole Deaver and Cat Turner are going to make it 4 wide down the front stretch. And the yellow flag is flown for the second time here today. Joshua Collar. Nope, Patrick Smith had the lead, actually. And oh, it's Mike Becker in 42 that's crashed. Becker back in his STP Buick into the wall. And the same thing happened. We saw the Johnny Gardner and all of them there. Let's see what happened in turn number 1. 4 wide in the turn 1. And you can't do that here at Michigan, as it's been proven. Ashland Boyd gets right into the 12 of Zach Winkle, and Dylan Young gets hit too. Alexander Rose in the crash. Ashland Boyd. There's Ryan Kazee as he is getting bulldozed by Mike Becker. And it's a shame though for Dylan Young because he started back in the pack and he was already moving his way up through the field when all this happened. He was running about almost in the top 10. On board Dylan Young's car. So that's what it's like from Dylan Young's perspective, as he gets tapped from behind and got spun. Mike Becker out of the race right now in the 42 car. We saw the 12 of Ryan Kazee earlier making unscheduled pit stop. So second caution flag of the day coming out here. We'll get the restart on lap number 19. It is Patrick Smith leads the race. Second place will be Joshua Collard. Third is Seth Cole. Fourth is Charles Sanford. Fifth is Phil Parker. Jessica Shelton up to 6th position. 7th position right now is Dylan Poteet. Zachary Fitzwater 8th. 9th is Quentin Moore. And Cole Deaver is in the 10th position as they come off the 4th corner right now. Getting set for green flag racing. Patrick Smith, he won at Dover this season. Can he pull on up here at Michigan? Well, we're about to find out. As the green flag falls on lap number 19, we have 12 laps to go here at Michigan. Seth Cole and Charles Sanford, a couple of buddies right there side by side as they go for the 3rd position. Charles Sanford has got the help from another buddy of his, Jessica Shelton. As they go down the back stretch now, as Sanford will slip into 3rd position. Shelton is going to try for 4th. But now they say, let's go, and Sanford leads him down. They'll hang Joshua Collard out to dry. And Sanford will take 2nd position, and Sanford now already pulled to the back bumper of Patrick Smith in the Buick. Side by side, Sanford for the lead. But Shelton dumps him and decides to go with the 8 car, and that was not a smart move right there, as she loses a little bit of momentum there, and Sanford takes the number 1 spot anyway. But look at that crossover move by the 8 car Smith. And he'll dive inside. Now the Miller cars hook up there. Smith and Poteet, a pair of Buicks there. And they'll team up, and Smith goes back to the lead. Coming down to the start-finish line. Get ready for 10 laps to go here at Michigan. And oh no, they're 4 wide to turn number 1 again. Let's see what happens in the turn 1. And Hartnett got shoved up the track in the 83 car. Sanford up and over! Zachary Fitzwater spun. There's Zach Winkle in the 11. He spun. And we saw the 17 of Ryan George. Apparently he spun the 17 machine. That's the third caution of the day is flown, and Dylan Poteet's going to be your leader. So caution flying with 10 laps remaining in the race. Let's first look at what happened to Ryan George, and then we'll look at the Holocaust that happened in turn number 2. Yeah, apparently Ryan George had problems apparently, and then he turns his teammate Kev Shearer around in a 71 car. Michael Whitman and Ryan Winters were the 2 cars involved as well in that Holocaust off the 4th corner. Or 3rd and 4th corners, excuse me. But while that happened, let's see what happened. They were 4 wide in the turn number 1, and I thought they were going to be okay. Then Fitzwater shoves Bowles, and that sends them right into Zach Winkle and Charles Sanford, and then Sanford up and over, upside down. Shelton gets collected 2. And Sanford lands back on all 4 wheels, but the damage had already been done at that point to the number 30 Country Time Pontiac. And so a couple of potential winners of this race are out of the running at the moment. Sanford is sitting on pit road right now. Zach Winkle and Zachary Fitzwater are 2 of the cars that have been knocked out of the race because of this. But, you know, when you get down to the final laps in a race, so it's any man for himself, and that's proved to be true. And Charles Sanford, unfortunately for him, is knocked out of the race in a number 11 car, so he will join the 4 other retirees, so 5 cars out of the race right now. But we will get a separate race. We will have a 5-lap shootout at Michigan Speedway. Dylan Poteet looking for his first win in a long time. How long, you ask? No longer than I can count. Let's put it that way. He is the leader of the race. Second position is Seth Cole. Third is Quentin Moore. He's won here before. He's won this race before at this track. See if he can do it again. He'll be alongside Patrick Smith in the 4th position. 5th right now is Joshua Collard. Going 6th is Chelsea Bowles. 7th is Kat Tellier. Kat mentioning her car number. Keith Batson the 8th. Jason Haywood 9th. And 10th is Cole Deaver. The KAB cars right there together. 7th, 8th, and 9th. They could possibly form a little something here. As the green flag is about to fall here, Dylan Poteet will lead him down. He's won here at Michigan, but he's won here before at Michigan. Let's see what happens. The green flag is out with 5 laps to go. Here comes Quentin Moore. He'll make the first move. A pair of Buicks to the inside, the 26 and the 8. Collard's right there. He's on the inside of the King Richard Petty 43. Now here comes Batson. He looks inside. He looks outside. Let's see what he does. He'll follow Seth Cole in the 52. Nope. He'll go inside of Seth Cole now. And now Moore's the one hung up on the high side. Now he'll get hung out to dry. And the KAB cars unite now. The 27 and the 8 and the 28 and the 7. Poteet led the last time out. Here comes Patrick Smith for the lead in the 8. Here he comes. Batson thought about making it 4 wide, but thought better of it. Now I hear his tires squealing. I think. Nope. I thought I heard tires squealing. Anyway. Chelsea Bowles now goes to 2nd position. Here comes Batson. He and Chelsea Bowles and Jason Haywood. They're on that mix right there. Batson inside for second. 3 laps to go. And oh no, they're going to be 4 wide in turn number 1 again. Don't do it, guys. Oh, and they somehow managed to keep the handle that time by. And one driver we haven't talked about at all today, Kyle Matthews. He's suddenly up there fighting as well. Riding with Kyle Matthews in their 29 car. He's right there behind Becca Tellier in 21. She can see her teammates. Hey, Batson, Kat Tellier, and Jason Haywood. Haywood up on the high side now. Coming out now for 2 laps to go. Oh gosh, they're 4 wide up the second turn. Oh boy. They got down to 3 wide now. He'll be the white flag next time by. Here comes Batson for the lead. He's got it. Keith Batson to the lead. Chelsea Bowles down to second position. Here they come up the 4th corner. The white flag will be waving. 1 lap to go. Zorland to third. And here comes Joshua Collard, car 43. Matthews now up to the 6th position now. He started this race in 37th position. Backstretch, what's Chelsea Bowles going to do to Keith Batson now? Down the backstretch, Chelsea Bowles, car 74. In the Chevrolet, Batson in the 4s. They come up the 4th corner now. Bowles to the high side. She closes him just a little bit. Off the 4th corner they come. It may be too little too late for the 74 car. In fact, it will be. Car 20, the Texaco Haviland Ford. Keith Batson wins the Miller Lite 400 at Michigan. Finally, for the 2018, the Texaco Haviland Ford is back in victory lane as Keith Batson takes the victory here today in the Miller Lite 400. His first win of season 18. The man who won the All-Star race, the man from the state of Maine, takes the victory here today. In fact, a good day for the KEB Enterprises team as well. 2 cars in the top 10. They're Becca Tellier in the 6th position, but anyway, Chelsea Bowles comes home in 2nd position. 3rd will go to Joshua Collard. 4th position will go to Jonathan Zorland. Kyle Matthews at the 5th. 6th place will go to Becca Tellier. Patrick Smith the 7th. 8th to Quentin Moore. 9th position will go to Joshua Sakuli, and Phil Parker comes home in 10th. But what a drive by Keith Batson as he gets past Patrick Smith to take the lead late in the going. And that was it here today as they come down pit road. So 17 races are in the books. Average speed 111.462. As Keith Batson gets his first win at Michigan as he takes home the Miller Lite 400. We gave you the top 10 already here. 11th position will go to Zed Weinstein. A great day for him. Kyle Langland. We haven't talked about him at all. He finishes in 12th position. A good day for him. Kat Tellier 13th. Cole Deaver 14th. Joshua Osborne 15th position. 16th will go to Paul Minnick. Jason Haywood dropped to 17th. 18th will go to Dylan Poteet. 19th to Tony Newman. 20th will go to Seth Cole. Rest of the finishing order here for you. Excuse me. 21st will go to Jesse Turner, Jordan Lopez, Max Anderson, Emmanuel Hartnett dropped to 24 to starting from the pole. William Brock, Trent Dunham, Ryan Gazee, Alexander Rowe. Finishes in 28th, 29th, Kev Shearer. 30th will go to Ryan George. Dylan Young, Michael Whitman, Ryan Winters dropped to 33rd. Jessica Shelton, who was right up there in the late going, drops to 34th after being involved in a spin herself. That's going to hurt us a little bit in the points as well, but she still finished ahead of second place Charles Sanford, though. Ashlyn Boyd ends up the last finisher in 35th. Cars out of the race, Zach Winkle, Charles Sanford, Zachary Fitzwater, Mike Becker, and Johnny Gardner. So, a great finish here at Michigan Speedway here. Won today by Keith Batson, his first win of the season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series for Season 18. So if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We have everything on this channel here in our races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for this channel. You name it, we got it here on this channel. Be sure to check out Seth's other series as well. Be sure to check out Seth's NNSCRA Tech Slayer Truck Series, the Pizza Hut X Series, and the Hershey's Cup Series. Be sure to check his races out as well. And I'll guarantee you, the races are a whole heck of a lot better than mine are. So with that all said here, next race on the tour will be at Sonoma, California. We'll be going road racing for the second time this season for the Fuller House 350K. And so for now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best.